Alright guys, moving right along, we are at video number 5 in the Hasbro Marvel Legends series Spider-Man Wave 11 Kingpin Build-A-Figure. Next up we have Marvel's Night Thrasher, or just Night Thrasher. But pretty cool figure. This is a character that I'm not super familiar with, or actually not familiar with at all, so I will be doing a little bit of research to get a better understanding of who he is. What I do know is that he is the leader of the New Warriors, which is a pretty cool team. So here on the figure, the package, you see that he comes with a skateboard, look like some kind of backpack clip thing for the skateboard, and then batons that we've seen with like the numerous Daredevil figures, Mockingbird, and a few others. And he comes with a Kingpin leg there. So Night Thrasher there. One thing to note is that this is not a Spider-Man character from the Spider-Man comics. As you can tell, we have the Marvel logo down in the front. Does not have the Spider-Man logo, and then here up at the top there's no Spider logo there. But it makes sense in a Spider-Man wave where you can get some more of the street level heroes and characters into the waves where they may not work in like an Avengers wave. So side of the package looking pretty awesome. I love the bright colors, the bright red in his costume, the belt, and then his helmet looks great. Here on the back of the package we have a look at the figure, and again all 7 figures in the wave and the 6 that build Kingpin. Let's take a look at his bio. Alright, and the Night Thrasher bio reads, the founder of the New Warriors, Dwayne Taylor, is a martial arts master clad in a special combat suit. So pretty interesting. I like that. There he is up close. Let's get this open and take a closer look at him. Okay, here is the Night Thrasher figure out of the package, and what a pretty good figure. At first glance I thought, hey, looks like we might have some new parts and pieces to this figure. I did know that the torso and the shoulder joints were from the Beetle figure, so that was not news to me. But what I did not realize before taking him out of the package was that the rest of the body would be from the Taskmaster figure in the Onslaught wave. So the arms, I can never get this Beetle figure to stand up. He's got such tiny feet on this Bucky cap lower body. So this Taskmaster figure, so the arms from the shoulder, actually they share the same shoulder as well, but all the arms and the the lower legs from the knee down, including the feet, are the same. The Night Thrasher is the same from this Taskmaster figure. So this figure is all reused parts. There's nothing new about it. Even the hands are from Taskmaster. So that was kind of interesting because I thought a lot of it was going to be new pieces, but sadly they are not. And it's a very good looking figure overall. I like the glossy plastic that they used for the special combat suit that he has. But one major flaw to it is that the hips and the upper thighs, those pieces are in a matte black, whereas the rest of the figure is a shiny black. So that looks very odd. From far away it's not so bad, and camera it probably doesn't look too bad, but when we get up close to it you're just gonna think, what were they thinking? Why wouldn't they still use the shiny plastic for the whole legs? Who knows why Hasbro does what they do. So that's unfortunate. Still a very good looking figure. So pretty cool. Now I did read up on him a little bit as well, and it sounds like he kind of has a similar backstory to that of Batman. Rich parents, killed in front of him, and then wants to fight crime when he gets older. In a nutshell. There's much more to that, of course, but basically that's what it is. And he did form and create the New Warriors group. So before we take a closer look at the figure, let's look at the articulation. So as far as the head, he's going to be able to look all the way down, which is great. He can look all the way up, which is awesome as well. The shoulder joints come out that much, and they don't go any higher than that. Full rotation, of course. Upper bicep swivel. You get a double jointed elbow, which looks great, perfect. Ab crunch, he can crunch down very far. He can go back very far as well, so that is awesome. There is a waist swivel in there. This belt doesn't get in the way too much. His legs go out that far apart. That's his standard Bucky cap up there. That keeps wanting to float around. You get upper thigh cut, double jointed knee. There's no boot swivel on this guy, but you get foot that hinges up, foot that hinges down, and a crazy ankle pivot to this guy because there's a ball in there that is independent of the leg, and then the foot moves around that ball. So some crazy pivot going on in there. So that's articulation for this guy. Now let's take a closer look at his accessories and then take a closer look at the Night Thrasher figure. Okay, so here are the accessories that come with the Night Thrasher figure. So this is the part that's going to clip right on into his back. You see there's two little pegs there that are going to port in the holes that are on his back. It comes with the same baton club that we've seen with Daredevil over and over again, and they're just going to piece together. Or you can keep them separate and actually clip them on to this back piece. So they'll go together like so. And then he comes with the skateboard. Now the skateboard is just done in all black plastic. Lots of cool scratches up on the back side of it. I guess that maybe from doing tricks, that kind of thing. One thing that's a little disappointing in this though is that these wheels, they do roll, but as you can see it's pretty basic how they get on there. I mean, if you wanted you could take these wheels off just like so and not have it, and then you clip them on, and that's how they roll. So there's no actual wheels to this, which means it doesn't get the greatest of motion. Like I'm moving this, but the wheels hardly spin. So depending on the kind of the surface that you have it, it's going to be a little bit tough. There is some nice pivot into it, like a real skateboard should. And forgive me, I was never much of a skater, so I don't know any of the terminology when it comes to the skateboards, that kind of thing, but still pretty cool. It's a little small, or his boots are a little big, and they're kind of want to slip and slide off of it, but he can stand on it. You just kind of have to position it right to get him to stand on it and balance, and be prepared to get frustrated because not as easy as you would hope it would be. I was able to get earlier to take a picture, and there you have it. Oh, look at that. I got him to stand on it. Pretty cool. But there's no peg or anything, so you can't get the figure to stay on top of it any particular way. You just have to hope that it doesn't go on there. So as far as taking some photography, some action poses and things with the skateboard kind of in the air, it won't port or peg to his feet. Would have been really cool if they could have done that. Then the other accessory is the Kingpin left leg. So pretty cool sculpting in the shoe, which is really nice. So we'll see Kingpin all together in one video at the end. So that's it for the accessories. Let's take a closer look at the figure. Okay, so here's a closer look at the Night Thrasher figure, the Dwayne Taylor figure. One thing that's a little bit odd on mine, and I don't know if this is going to be the case with others. I haven't seen any others up close to really take a close look at this. But the black lines in the helmet come down onto his face. So I don't know if that was just a little bit of overpaint that Hasbro did on mine, or if that's going to be something on all the figures, or if that's just something with his actual design of his face outside of the helmet. I have no idea. So if you guys have this figure, let me know down in the comments below if you get that black paint in his face there. The eyes are painted cleanly. I like the way they came out. The helmet is pretty interesting looking. I like the way the shape of it is. And based on images that I did pull up of Night Thrasher, it is pretty accurate to it. So it does look good. And the red paint is applied nicely. Or actually, the black paint over the red is applied nicely. And it looks like it's two separate pieces that they glued together. So you get kind of a top piece and then a lower piece. So pretty interesting. And then here on the back of the figure, you can see where his backpack accessory is going to clip on, so you just port it right on the back there. Easier said than done, if I can get it, which I can't seem to do because apparently I don't know what I'm doing. So you just kind of force it on there, and as you can see, it just kind of ports and clips on like so. And you guys let me know, maybe that's upside down, I'm not sure. That's how I see it fitting. And then the skateboard is actually just going to slide down into place, so it holds just like that. So that's pretty awesome that they actually do that. And how often do you get a figure that is able to hold all of the accessories that he comes with? So pretty cool. I like the way that it comes out looking. Again, the shiny black plastic looks great on the figure. This red belt piece is almost the exact same as the one that we just got with the Puma figure, whereas this guy has a paw on the front there that's painted, and it's actually sculpted on, so you know it's a little bit different because that sculpt is not present on this new one. But other than that, it's the exact same, so it's just missing the paw on this new one. And thank you, Ruckus, for informing me that it's a paw and not an E on Puma. It's just done in the red, and there's a little bit of black wash on there too, so nice that they added that little paint detail to it as well. We have this tied bandana piece here on his leg, and it's just a floating piece, so you want to keep it high on that thigh, otherwise it's going to fall down. And then if you could see here, shiny, 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 matte, shiny, shiny, matte, shiny. So it's a little unfortunate that they didn't paint these upper legs with the same shiny black that they had, or maybe because they couldn't actually produce these legs with the same type of plastic, whereas these feel a little bit softer, where these a little bit harder. Maybe it's just the type of plastic that they're not able to do so, but I wish they would have done a metallic paint over it then to give it the same shine, because it looks just inconsistent for the figure. Again, up close is when it's really noticeable. From far away, it's not going to be so bad. But there it is. Pretty good looking figure. I know this one is one that a lot of comic collectors specifically have been really excited for. And the figure does deliver. Even though all of it has been reused parts, we know that that's something that's going to come along with our Hasbro Marvel Legends figures. But there you have it. If you guys have any questions, let me know down in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up if you guys liked the video. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. And as always, thank you for watching. Night Thrasher. There's your final look. Stay tuned. Up next is the Silver Sable figure.